love me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my phone they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sip of my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture, I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, yeah. Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust and that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Get him Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Job, that's my brother, you know we moving tax. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang, Merrick shit, it's how we music, nigga. Go.
Yeah. You know I had to bring him to the corner again. Huh? Corner therapy. 2.
Life is good. Life is good.
Okay. You can see the look up in my eyes. Yeah. Without blinking, you can see the shit that I survived. They ain't real, a bunch of fake niggas in disguise. When they stab me in the back, I don't even be surprised. I ain't surprised, nigga. Umbilical cord high, cut them off. You wear all that design and get shot, they gotta cut it off. I ain't never stressing over no bitches, I just cut them off. Stack it up and grind all winter and take the summer off. Sometimes I get the feeling like fuck that. Once I start getting in that bag, they don't want that. They hammer like a bitch with a
Hold up, let's go up for King Street. This is how we gonna start this one off. Let's go.
Yeah. You know I had to bring him to the corner again. Huh? Corner therapy. 2.
Life is good. Life is good.
Okay. You You can see the look up in my eyes. Yeah. Without blinking, you can see the shit that I survived. They ain't real. Nah. A bunch of fake niggas in disguise. When they stab me in the back, I don't even be surprised. I ain't surprised, nigga. Umbilical cord, high, cut them off. You will let it get shot. They gotta cut it off. I ain't never stressing over no bitches. I just cut them off. Stack it up and grind all winter and take the summer off. Sometimes I get the feeling like fuck that. Once I start getting in that bag, they don't want that. The hammer like a bitch with a fupa. Gotta tuck that headshot. I had your top red like Trump hat. When I see the paperwork, then it's clarified. The same niggas telling the shoot. They got me terrified. Fucking on this baddie, I put some bread aside. I blew a check on her. Now this bitch thinks she verified. Too many ways to get the money. Niggas got nerve. I'm Arion. I mean, if you a fiend, then you got served. The way these bitches giving me the brains like I got nerves. He tried to fuck my bitch, but he was broke, so he got curved. I'm ass nigga. I don't promote violence, I promote the money. What else? It's crazy how they think you broke if you don't post the money. I get a pack to my youngin', tell them post it for me. I love them standing still, they got their motion from it. Yeah, I'm still waiting. If these niggas doing better than you and still hating. Love don't live here no more, it's still vacant. They printing that money every day, I'm still chasing. I gotta get it, nigga. It's crazy when I think about the streets. Leave you out the money move, but they call you to the beef. It's crazy how they show you all this love.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
The family died just to tell you they love you. Fuck.
Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Yo, shout out to everybody in the building. Funky Fresh Friday. Funky Fresh Friday. Funky Fresh Friday. I got something to talk about right quick. I got a quick good show for y'all. I had to make a run, but I said I had to talk about this because I've been investigating something since a very, very famous death. A very, very famous death. I've been investigating something. I ain't been talking about it. I just been doing my personal investigations. I've been going through this up and down, sideways, left to right, north, east, south, west, and I've came down to the conclusion that they put the truth right in front of our face, but we just don't look at it. We don't look for it. So you know what? Since we don't be looking for certain shit, I'm gonna show y'all certain shit, and then y'all can show it to other people, and it's gonna be so interesting. They're gonna show it to other people, and then it's gonna be interesting. They're gonna show it to other people, and other people, and other people, and other people, and so forth. Each one teach one. I ain't gonna front though. This might be a little spooky, ladies and gentlemen. This show might be a little spooky. Shit, I'm about to talk about something. They might get mad and clap my channel over this one. But you know what? I don't even care. I don't even care. I've been looking for this. I've been doing research on this for a minute. I ain't talked to nobody but God about this. Nobody but God about this. But I said when I get all my ducks lined up, all my ducks in a row, I was just gonna bring it out because since everybody else talking about it, it's time for me to start talking about it. You know what I'm saying? I think I was the first one on YouTube that people be looking at that really be talking about certain stuff. So I'm gonna give myself the credit for that, especially when it comes to extraterrestrial life. See, I ain't got all that bullshit no more. All that he say, she say, and hearsay, and trickery with pictures and cameras. So you can't do trickery and pictures with cameras with me because Miss Mead is doing it. I'm not gonna be tricking myself out. I ain't gonna trick myself out. This is real facts I'm talking to y'all about. So if y'all can hear me crystal clear, I know y'all can hear Egypt eating because she got Down syndrome. She eat like she just don't eat. But if y'all can hear me crystal clear, anybody but a dead body. Thank you, Keish. She said, yo, you was crystal clear, beloved. You in there like swimwear. So let me get to the top right quick. Keish was the first one in the building. Love your soul. Dog Soldier, he is in the building. Always the queen, the godmother is in the building. East New York, the sis is in the building. Annette, the sis is in the building. Hey, Cynical One. Appreciate you for pulling up in the building. I got something to talk about right quick. Y'all remember what I talked about last night, right? I do remember that one, right? Because I know some people was probably like, is that sure what he was talking about? Because I brought up the situation with the young lady right here. This is the mother of the young man, Mr. Jamal White, that was kidnapped, the 17-year-old boy that was abducted. This is the mother. She's in jail. This is the father. 7-year-old Milwaukee child that was kidnapped. These are the parents of him. These are the parents of last night. I told you last night that it was two different people. It was two different stories, two different allegations or two different accusations. Because initially, they're saying that the parents orchestrated this kidnapping. The parents, they saying, allegedly orchestrated this kidnapping to the fact that just do something as stupid as going to get people to send money or contribute to a GoFundMe. You know, when things happen nowadays, just like the guy 4Extra in California, I'm glad his hand is healing up pretty better. He was running around with the blockbusters and all that, blew a couple of his fingers off. They put up a GoFundMe, just like rest in peace to the Outlaws member, Young Noble. Unfortunately, after his passing, they put up the GoFundMe, et cetera, et cetera. Rest in peace to my man Bones. I put the GoFundMe up for him last year. My man Artie, he was suffering from cancer. He's no longer with us. Rest in peace. GoFundMes. You know what I'm saying? People needing money for their family members, friends, doctors' bills, whatever they feel as though they got to go through. So this is the foul part about it. When it's getting to the fact where we got parents that's risking their children for the bag. See, I remember I told y'all last night. Y'all can go rewind it. I told you that the little boy was traumatized when he got around the police officers. And he was traumatized because he said he spoke to his mother. He said, I spoke to my mommy. When they had him, one of the abductees called his mother. He spoke to his mother. They told his moms, we want 100,000 cash in your jury. See, this what happened. When they was going to the crib, it was the interest of conflict between the four individuals in the car. Two individuals had the notion that, yo, we're going to kidnap this child and put out a ransom. We're going to make her pay some money. We want her jury too. But the other two said, hold up. If that's the case, we can just rob her. Why are we taking the little boy? Niggas ain't trying to do it. Let's just wait for her to come to the baby father crib, back shorty down and rob her. So, you know, it was going back and forth. But unfortunately, the kid was abducted. So I'm going to let y'all hear what the guy that's in jail said, because I don't want people to be saying, yo, Dice, we're just putting 2 and 2 together and getting 75. Nah, this is cold-blooded grown folks conversation over here. Remember where y'all heard it first. And remember where y'all heard it first. You heard me?
Turning now to a disturbing story. New details from the abduction of a 7-year-old boy in Milwaukee.
The DA's office filing formal charges against a 25-year-old accused of being one of the masked men who took Jamal White at gunpoint last Friday. The court documents painting a disturbing picture of the alleged role Corey Williams played that day.
The case, 7-year-old Jamal White dragged into a car at gunpoint last Friday.
Y'all heard that, right? They said this was a botched robbery. A botched robbery that turned into a kidnapping case. I mean, see, half of them say, yo, we're going to take the little boy. Then other niggas like, hell no, we ain't taking the little boy. Let's just rob her. We want her to pay the bag. Let's just rob her. Conflict of interest. That was a very, very conflict of interest between all the individuals that was in the car. Remember, I told y'all this yesterday. Let's get back to this work.
When 3 would-be robbers did not find their intended target. One of the men arrested said it was all the idea of a 14-year-old boy. The original plan was to rob Jamal White's...
See, Annette said, she said, I'm still mad at the father. How you run and leave your child, that's what makes me think it was they were all in on it. Of course they were. That's why he ran and left his child, y'all. Of course he was. That's why he ran and left his child, because he didn't have no worries about something happening to his child, because at first they were talking about having his own son kidnapped to raise money for a GoFundMe. But the older nigga said, see, that's them young boys that was talking about that. Yo, let's just do that. Let's just, go ahead and take the little boy, because that's the cousin. The young boy that got arrested is the baby father's cousin. He said, yo, we was just supposed to take him and they were supposed to do a GoFundMe, but he said he wanted to rob him. See, the young boy telling everything. He said, no, he said he wanted to rob her. My cousin said, just take the little boy and hold him for a couple of days, and we was going to go all bust down that GoFundMe money. This was a hustle for that bread.
Mother, according to suspect Corey Williams. Williams was arrested and charged with 3 felonies for being the driver last Friday. A 14-year-old boy and 38-year-old man were also arrested. Williams claimed Jamal's mother was a known drug dealer.
You see, the 17-year-old boy, he telling everything.
Claimed Jamal's mother was arrested and charged with 3 felonies for being the driver last Friday. A 14-year-old boy and 38-year-old man were also arrested.
14 years old, excuse me. He told everything. That young boy got in there, them police got to talking to him. He said, nah. They were supposed to take the little boy and get a fake GoFundMe. But he said, nah, let's just rob her. See, if she would have been there, the target was really her on the block. They didn't want to go ahead and go through with the nonsense with the kidnapping, because the feds and the Amber Alert and all that. So if she would have been there, they would have just tried to abduct her or rob her or whatever you want to call it. See, what she planned for her son within hours transformed, and she talked into a reality for her. She wanted to make it seem like her son was kidnapped and held for ransom. But no, them dudes said, yo, we gonna kidnap you, dummy, and hold you for ransom. Y'all acting like y'all ain't got bread. We know you sell drugs. Y'all just seen the pictures. She just took him on a helicopter trip, Louis Vuitton. Excuse me, not Louis Vuitton. Young boy was Burberry from head to toe.
Williams claimed Jamal's mother was a known drug dealer who flaunted her money. Williams drove his girlfriend's Jeep. The other 2 brought guns, but when they did not see Jamal's mother, they went to his father's house to rob him instead. Surveillance video shows the 14-year-old and 38-year-old jump out of their car with guns drawn. When Jamal's father ran inside, they grabbed the boy. Video from a neighbor captured his screams. The kidnappers sped off to Williams's house. The 38-year-old called Jamal's mother and demanded $100,000 plus jewelry in exchange for the boy.
Remember, the young boy said that he spoke to his moms.
They were to meet at a nearby park. Jamal later told police he heard his mother on the phone say she would come pick him up, but he teared up in the interview when he said she never showed. Williams told investigators...
You see that shit? You heard what he said?
Jamal later told police he heard his mother on the phone say she would come pick him up, but he teared up in the interview when he said she never showed. Williams told investigators the other 2 kidnappers talked about hurting Jamal to show they were serious. But
that little boy said he teared up. They said he teared up. Hold on, y'all. They cutting my yard. Forgive Egypt, y'all. They cut my yard. She go crazy when she hear that lawnmower. That little boy is fucked up for life. They said the little boy teared up because his mommy said, yo, I'm coming to get you. And the reason why she told him that is because they didn't know that that community would come together so tight. They didn't know that. They thought that they've been watching too much television. They've been watching too much BET. They thought that they was the only ones that was going to act like they was concerned about that baby. That baby, he made an impression around everybody in that family and in that neighborhood. Everybody want to know what happened to little Jamal. And he was right down the block. He was right down the block in the light-skinned dude crib. His dumb ass goes up in the attic and run. Like they ain't gonna find his stupid ass up there.
That never happened. When an Amber Alert went out around midnight, the other two left Williams' house. And when police moved in on the duplex the next day, Williams hid in the attic. Jamal was safely recovered in the upstairs unit. Williams was found and arrested. The 14-year-old was later arrested at his house. A black handgun was found under a couch cushion in the basement.
The criminal complaint says there are recorded phone calls in which the 14-year-old talks about the plan to rob Jamal's mother. And Natalie and Jessup, neither the 14-year-old or the 38-year-old have been charged yet. Their names have not yet been released.
Adam Reif live in studio. Thank you.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds were cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes like was that smart? Now they uploading they clothes on the Poshmark. Swiss baby, careful with this. I mean this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like high from who? Bound to put your car on skates. You think you slide through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told.
Hardy. You ain't never smoked with me, never stamped a dope with me, never shot a nigga long range through the scope with me. Fucked 100 bricks up and went broke with me. Shared the same sneakers or the same coat with me. You ain't never grind with me, never did no time with me. Eating Jack Mac and tuna fish off the ride with me. Mask down, kicking niggas' doors, slide with me. Death before dishonor, you ain't joined a mob with me. Wasn't in the hood with me. No. You ain't played a back block and bust a jug with me. You ain't clean a rack shit off and load the clip with me. You ain't ride uptown and cop no drip with me. When niggas came bustin', you ain't bust back with me. My first 50,000, you ain't touch that with me. Them 12 skinnies, you ain't sling those with me. Them late night murders, you ain't seen those with me. While you was up early getting ready for your class, we was lighting candles up and burning all the bags. You was on your way to school, we was on the ass. Beating up a junkie cause he stole a nigga's stash. Product of my gutter, bitch, I'm really from the trenches. Them 12 skinnies when I stuff them look like dentures. Ain't worried about no static, we not ducking any tension. Somebody ever try me, then somebody get injured. Hurry. You ain't never smoked with me, never stamped the dope with me, never shot a nigga long range through the scope with me. Fucked 100 bricks up and went broke with me. Shared the same sneakers or the same coat with me. You ain't never grind with me, never did no time with me. Eating Jack Mac and tuna fish off the ride with me. Mask down, kicking niggas' doors, slide with me. That before the sign, you ain't.
Yo, shout out to that boy Hard Luck and them boys out there in Patterson, New Jersey. Dude definitely got his own style. I'm looking forward to his project coming out. It's supposed to be coming out, I think, the end of July. It's called On My Soul. I'm definitely going to support it. Great music, great music. Something I could definitely relate to. Great, great, great grown folks music, if I say so myself. Lola, I see you in the building, sis. I see you in the building. Oh, Henny, I see you in the building. Miss Tanja, I see you in the building. I see y'all pulling up because it's about to get spooky. It's about to get spooky, y'all. It's about to get spooky. Pope Francis, the Pope that just passed away. Pope Francis. That Vatican, man. That whole Vatican. That's one place I did say I wanted to go before I left this earth. I'm not going to front. I want to go to Rome. I swear to God, I want to go to Rome and I want to go to the Vatican. I want to go to Jerusalem. These are facts. And I want to go to Paris. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to say to myself, they knew that he was sick. They knew he was suffering certain ailments. One thing I will say I have to respect about that man, may he rest in peace, is his adamancy against unjust things done to children and people. You know, the rumors are supposedly down with the Catholic and the Romans and the nuns and the pastor and also. So he was real serious about it. And he was about cleansing. He was about cleansing a lot of he was trying to cleanse a lot of things that was done in back. He was real thing about forgiveness. That was his whole thing. Like even when he did what I'm about to show y'all, it was about forgiveness. He was trying to put the message out to the world about forgiveness, about the forgiveness about it. There was a video out where he went to see some black men in a country. I can't remember the country. And they got down on their knees and kissed the feet of the black men. Now, if you know anything about the Vatican, all the prophets in the Vatican are black. All the paintings are black. Because it's supposed to be the symbolization of the Takarian Moors. Like if you know anything about the Takarians, the Takarian Moors, the black people, the real first kings, et cetera, et cetera. It was statues all over the world. Some places in France and Greece, they have the head, big earrings, bamboo, short hair. Yeah, they talking about us. They said the real civilizers of civilization. I'm going to show y'all something right quick. Just something I caught. I've been doing some history on it. Lola, I see you. Check this out right quick. They had these ceremonies that they saved for the Pope Francis about opening holy doors. They said that these holy doors were portals. They said that the holy doors were portals. Let me show y'all something right quick. Fair YouTube usage.
Sulla strada verso il regno, sei sostegno col tuo calmo, resta sempre con noi.
I'm doing this for a reason. I want y'all to pay attention to the whole ceremony. He's going to knock on the door and wait for the door to open. I want you to pay attention to his mannerisms, his face, and everything. Check this out. Now apply the salute.
sei sostegno col tuo corpo, resta sempre con noi, oh Signore, e il tuo mare Gesù che ci dà forza, rendendo sicuro.
Shout out to my guy El Plaga in the building. It's the reason why I showed y'all that. Did y'all pay attention how he was looking? Remember when he was knocking on the door? Did y'all pay attention to his mannerisms? Do I got to show you again? He seemed to be anxious. He seemed to be excited. If you agree, let me see some dice cubes. He seemed to be anxious and seemed to be excited. That's a fact. Like he was like, yo, get me up in here. Like, what's happening? What's happening, y'all? I appreciate y'all. And you notice they always have this type of ceremony where there's a song or some type of music or a hymn being played in the background that we don't know what the fuck they saying. Did y'all understand anything they were saying? Y'all need me to play that over again? Ambuze wan zenban wuzimbebu. I don't know what the fuck that means. I don't know what that means. But I'm going to show you something else. I'm going to show you the door he opened before he died. I'm going to show y'all the door he opened before he died. I'm telling you, this shit might fuck you up now. If you ain't ready, go somewhere else. Go on to the store. Go to the movies or something. Go get a bag of potato chips. Go get 4 chicken wings and fried rice. This might fuck you up. Because I ain't listening to what nobody else said. I'm talking about what I'm saying and what I saw. And I want to see if y'all see the same thing I saw. I'm going to show you the second door, which is supposed to be a second portal. But this one, shortly after, unfortunately, we lost him. Pay attention to this. I want y'all to pay attention to his mannerisms after he knocked on the door. And then I want you to pay attention to that last priest. Pay attention. There are them words again we don't know nothing about. And pay attention to his mannerisms at this door. Pay attention to this like ritual type shit. And watch that last poke when them doors open, how he run away from him. Watch this. I'm about to fuck y'all up with this one. Did y'all see how scared that man looked when he was sitting at that door? If y'all saw fear in his eyes, let me see Dice Cubes. East New York said that nigga looked petrified. He looked petrified. Now hold that thought right quick. Hold that thought right quick. He said he looked scared to death. Hold that thought. Now let me show you something again. Let me show you something again. Why was he so excited to open that door? Why didn't he look fearful when he opened that door? I'm gonna show you this shit one more time. They put it right in front of our face, and they didn't care. They didn't care. Ask y'all something. Pay attention to the two men that opened the door. Why hasn't he walked through the door yet? Tell Kim I said what up, and he's exactly right. Christ being crucified on the door. Why was he so paranoid about walking through that door? Let me ask y'all something. Did y'all pay attention to the two people opening the doors? Did they look human? Or y'all need me to rewind and show it back to you all again? The two individuals that opened up the door after he knocked, do y'all need me to rewind it? Do they look like humans? Are they human? Y'all want me to rewind it again? Because you know, right after this, he died. Unfortunately. Because remember, they said that those doors, those holy doors, are supposed to be doorways to other dimensions, supposed to be portals. Let me show y'all something. Show you something right quick. Remember y'all saw this shit first. Y'all see that? And it seemed like they tried to keep him out of the light because this is the other man from a different angle. You see that? So y'all do see this. That's a closer shot. Where are the ears at? I caught that by grace. I couldn't do it with the other one because I had to catch it off a recording. Where is his ears at? Seriously, where's his ears? This is the other angle. See, notice this is the right side. That's the right side. So that's the right one. That's the one on the right side. And this one right here is the gentleman or whatever on the left side. I couldn't get the pull up because of the dark, but right here I got the pull up on the right. What the fuck is going on? No, this is real shit I'm talking about right now, y'all. Everybody ain't even supposed to be in here listening to this shit. Those that are here is the reason why you're here. Because this shit been fucking with me for a minute since this man passed away, y'all. Since this man passed away, you know what? Let me explain something to you. See, a lot of people don't understand this shit, man. Let me tell you some real shit. I'm a nerd. You know, I'm a nerd. I always got it in school, and unfortunately, I got it in the street. Well, I don't know if that's unfortunate or fortunate, but I got the best of both worlds. I don't know. Sometimes I say, unfortunately, I got it in the street. Then sometimes because of certain things I've been through, I'd be like, fortunately, I've been through certain shit, so I ain't going through that again. But nah, when this man right here just all of a sudden got sick and passed away, I just started watching him for a minute, y'all. Since he passed away, I've been watching him. And I've been doing some type of bullshit. Like some people would say it's bullshit, but to me, it's interesting bullshit. I want to know how come his whole facial expressions and his whole demeanor displayed terror even before he knocked on the door. How come? I'll run it back again. How come the last priest that was next to him, before that door opened, y'all want me to rewind it? That motherfucker started running. That's the head of this person standing at the door. I tried to get it with this one, but it's so dark. And this man said some deep shit. He said, yo, all religions are a path to reach God. This is some deep shit. I'm telling you, I fucked with this dude right here, man. May he rest in peace, man. I fucked with him. The reason why I fucked with him is because he took accountability for a lot of the rumors that was dealing with the Catholics, the religion of Catholics, about pedophilia and things of so. He came and stood up about that. Like he really, really like spoke adamantly and strongly about how it's so messed up that their religion, the religion of Catholic, has been tainted with history and year out, year in scandal pertaining to pedophilia. And he said that was going to be his job to make sure that this was cleaned up. Seriously, he said he was, yo, the man, if you can go check his speeches, they're still up. He begged America to forgive them for how they manipulated the world with religion. He begged America to forgive them how they capitalized off of religion, and he knows the truth about religion. That's why I knew he wasn't going to be here too much longer. Vibes, I see you in the building. I knew he wasn't going to be here too much longer because he was talking about shit that was making people, he was talking like, he was just really talking like, I guess, because he, like, you know, they say some people get to a certain age where they know they don't have too much longer to live. So before they leave here, they just decide to put everything out to be at peace with their God, however they want to see it. The man that was responsible for putting the pricked pin in the sneakers for Bob Marley in the Converse, the federal agent that was responsible for the poison, for putting the poison on the pin and put it in the top of the shoe, of the brand new pair of shoes, because Bob Marley spoke about how he wanted some Converse. And all he wanted for the interview, check this out, all Bob Marley wanted for the interview, he said, yo, bring me a pair of Converse. He could have asked for anything. He could have asked for any amount of money. And you know, they would have gave it to him because the objective of the plan, the CIA agent said, was to make sure that they kill Bob Marley. And it's so fucked up. He told him, he said, yo, bring me a pair of sneakers. And I remember they asked Bob, they said, yo, he said, do you think yourself is rich? He said, what do you call rich? See, the plan was to infiltrate Bob Marley and to get rid of him. And what he asked for was the assistance in him killing. Because if you know the story about Bob Marley, he pricked his foot playing soccer. Unbeknownst to him, there was a tiny tip of a poisonous nail that was put into the soul by the CIA. This ain't no allegation. This is all facts. And it gave him an infection in his foot. So Bob Marley, because of his religion, Rastafari, he said he wasn't dealing with any type of medicine and stuff like that. See, he was really a Rasta. You know what I'm saying? They was telling him, yo, we can just cut your foot and give. He was like, nah, he ain't doing none of that shit. But unfortunately, that led to that infection that went throughout his whole leg, and it spread like wildfire and took the legend away. But Pope Francis, may he rest in peace, I'm not saying that he might not have been a part of certain things pertaining to that boule. You know what I'm saying? That young version of him. Who knows who he was when he was a youngster? He said, yo, I'm going to send you a pic later. Dog said, I used to go out with one of his daughters. See that? See, Bob just didn't, he believed in Jah. And that was his right. And that was his right. Because if you pay attention, this is one of the deepest quotes they gave him, and it's going to stay with him. He said, all religions are a path to reach God. There is only one God, and our religions are languages. All the religions, Buddhism, Christianity, Islam, Hindu, all of them. He said all the religions are just different languages, different ways, different paths to reach God. He said some are Sikh, some are Muslim, some are Hindu, some are Christians. They are different ways to reach God. See, he had a different story with him. But we're going to go over this one more time because maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Pay attention to this from when he opened that door. He sat there for a minute. He didn't even want to move. Check him out. Pay attention to how the photographers and stuff are behind him. Like, what's so important about behind that door where all this ceremony is going on? Them photographers in the background, they're like they're in Hollywood. How come they waited for them two individuals to completely clear out before he came through that door and before they had the courage to come through and push him through that door? That's a question to make you go, where them niggas went? They put that shit right in our face, y'all. Now I'm gonna really be on some Twilight Zone shit because this is him. Same haircut, looking like Mr. T or whatever that is, whatever that fuck that is on the top of his head, because this the other one. He bald-headed. He bald-headed. He bald-headed. But this is him. This is my man right there. Check him out at the door. I don't see no ear. I don't see no ears. I see a bald head. I see a cheekbone. Somewhat sick, looking like a reptilian. Y'all don't remember the movie The Land? You don't remember the TV show The Land of the Lost? Or y'all forgot the movie, the television show The Land of the Lost? What do you think they was talking about? That was living in them caves. Lizard-like people, reptilians. That's crazy, man. That's fucking crazy. You notice he ain't go nowhere. They ain't none of them move for about 30 minutes. The photographers was right behind the late Pope. What was so important, man? You see, because I got Like he said, I think he just knew it was his time and it was going to come for him. Like, you can't tell the Pope what you ain't going to do. The Pope said, yo, check this out. I'm about to go in front of the world and I'm about to go through this door. They said, no, you can't do that. You can't tell the Pope what he can't do. What you mean you can't tell the Pope? You can't tell the Pope what he can't do. The Pope different. He got a different type of power. They had us thinking because they had to go into a room. I think it's a couple of hundred of them. And they couldn't come out that room until they all came into the same vote for the new Pope, because they was putting up the face of a black man, a black Catholic priest. And they were saying it was going to come to him. Hell yeah, that man was scared to death. That last priest. You see what he said? Hold on, he about to open. Hold on, he said he about to knock on the door. Yo, I'm out. They're in the back, in the cut. It's just like if you see somebody with a movie and you see, like, you think you see an alien or a UFO, you're going to be in the cut like this. You ain't going to actually be able to be running. You're still going to be sitting there mesmerized like, yo, hold up, is this a UFO? Is this really an alien? See, they know what's behind them fucking walls. They know what's behind it. Yo, it's too much going on right now. I don't believe in coincidence. Everything is talking about beyond the ice wall in Antarctica. Now they're showing you these old maps of the world. Check this out. They got a map they're showing now that there never was an ice age. It never was an Antarctica. Antarctica wasn't what? Known about to 1860? But they got maps to go back to, you know what I'm saying? 1400 and all that. Then they just found this new thing, like, I forgot to get the picture. Somewhere in some wild spot where they got like it looked like two big heads that's just sticking out the ground. It looked like it's just two big heads that's sticking out the ground. Come to find out, them archaeologists them got a hold to that shit. That shit is that's the heads of two big statues that's underground. See, it's a bunch of shit going on right now. They talking too much about technology. Now they talking about, first of all, did y'all ever think about something? Can y'all tell me one place in the world where you don't see no malls at? You don't see no grocery stores. You don't see no transportation, really. Transportation is animal. It's only one place in the world that's like that. The desert. The desert by the pyramids in Egypt. Now they're talking about the sources of energy that's supposedly underground. Yeah, they can't deny this shit no more, man. There's too much shit going on out here right now, man. And like I said, I wasn't going to take up too much of y'all time. I appreciate y'all popping up. But look into that Pope Francis situation, because I'm going to show it to you before we get out of here. I don't really believe in coincidence. And this is him standing right there. Or whatever that is, standing right there. And this is that standing right there. If that ain't enough to let y'all know we ain't here by ourselves, and there's more important things where we need to be taking heed to, fuck all that puffy shit. This motherfucker that's on this planet, allegedly besides us, trying to take us over. Man, it's time to ride out. You heard me?
He's a bitch ass nigga. That's a fact, man. You's a bitch, nigga. You's a bitch ass nigga. On my soul. You a pussy, you ain't shit without that pole. You's an internet nigga. You's a troll. Let your day ones put their trust in you when you told. You's a bitch ass nigga. You niggas mutts. You be out here pillow talking to these sluts. You the type I fuck around and get you touched. You the type be selling mids and be telling them it's brunch. You's a bitch ass nigga. It never fails. On my block, you get shot for making sounds. We be focused on the plan and run the world. Facts. You be joking on your mans in front of girls. You's a bitch ass nigga. Just another sucker. You's a chain snatching, money going motherfucker. You the nigga in the circle that I caught stealing. Man, I cried cause I couldn't kill him. You's the bitch ass nigga. Why you a hoe like that? Why you gonna sneak your right hand for some dough like that? Why you gonna run up on the pack that he gonna throw right back? When you real shit don't go like that. You's a bitch ass nigga, bitch. You done ran over some bricks, you done copped a couple fits, now you frontin' like you rich. You's a bitch, You done hit a couple chicks, now you all up in a mix. You get caught up, you gon' snitch. You done got a nigga life big. And when you die, they gon' say you was a nice kid. Like he ain't never did nothing to nobody. And you would never be nothing, nobody.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?